pleasant good evening to each and every one of you in Georgetown, Guyana, and the diaspora and elsewhere. Friends all, before I started to do this or continue, I would like you to subscribe to my channel and press the bell so you will get the next updated video. You know what amazed me? If I put on music, get some woman to dance, I got plenty people watching it. But to educate you about the future and the past, what happens and what creates the division between you two major races in Guyana. 200 and something thousand African descendants. Same thing for the East Indian descendant. And you know what's amazing? Because I'm a part of both of you. Telling you who is right and who is wrong, it seems like the whole nation is corrupt, confused. Y'all don't know what is right and good anymore. Because y'all was brainwashed. Y'all was put into position that y'all believe in big one. It's a big one. I will tell you here today, I have no respect for king, emperor, president, governor, mayor. They are man. I respect them as man. Those titles is what people make them to be. I believe in a God, and I believe in what is right and what is wrong. And I believe that I will not do you something if I don't want you to do it to me. But between the two major races in Guyana, thanks to the late Fars Bonham and Cheddy Jagan, the bloody two disease, North man live forever, friends. We are living in Canada, America, England, and elsewhere. We've been told by native of America especially, what are we doing in their country? We come to take the American job. Why don't we go back where we come from? And they're fucking right. They are right. We must turn the key now. They don't need us here, and they're right. Because we was not born in America. But they must tell the bloody government what wrong they have done to us and other country to turn us against each other so we cannot come together. We drove the white man out of Africa, but yet we are buying guns and bombs and tanks to kill our own. We do all kind of nonsense and we blame him every time for our mistakes when we are the one that is creating the problem. This brings me to understand one thing that you must know. Colonel Qaddafy of Libya, a great man, a man who thinks for his people and stretches hands across the plains of Africa and the Caribbean and elsewhere to help others without a strings attached or without the natural resources, all because he believed in his God and people. He don't believe so much in the people of Libya because he born there. He believed that God created all of us. Only differences was languages, culture, nationality that was created by the European boundaries. We have seen a lot in this world. Yes, in the United States, England, France, and others, they are good and they are bad as much as any country around the world. I am tired hearing white man slave us, white man take our resources. Now, if you are in India and you talk like that, I will listen to you and would not comment. If you're in Africa and you talk like that, I will listen to you and I would not comment. If you're in China and you speak that way, I will listen and make no comment because it is a debatable subject. Because it seems like your resource of China, especially Africa, like it finished, according to my African brothers and sisters. The educated one, the historian, the most corrupt few. Friends, every nation had a part to play in this world. Whether you're an Indian, a Chinese, a European, or whatever being you want to call yourself. Because if the European didn't enter the shore of Africa, there wouldn't have been no street light and running water and tar road, school and churches to give a white Jesus, even though he born in Africa. And you know better. But I'm not here to debate the subject of Jesus or Muhammad. They had their turn and they'll leave a message with you. But where did it put us? Colonel Gaddafi, the son of Libya, a man who had a vision, a man who made an oath. He shall never, his parents will never get a house until every Libyan get one. And 100 and something billion in foreign reserve, until now they didn't get it. What is the conflict between the West and Africa? I don't know. It's deeper than we are seeing on top. Some of us will stop at nothing to be on top because we do not want to go down due to the past history, what happened to our ancestors. The Europeans were slaves. The Moors ruled Spain for over 500 years. They was not European. Think who there was. And Europe gets into China and India and many things happen. It is crucial, yes, because people would fight to protect themselves, but the biggest guns win. But what is the legacy that remains? Today, this world is what it is today. If the European did not enter the shore of India and Africa and elsewhere, plenty of us wouldn't know what a three-piece suit, a guitar, a saxophone, a basketball, a soccer ball, making millions and millions, but still talk shit. Plenty of us wouldn't be a pilot, an astronaut, a scientist, great musician, actors and actresses. But we are condemning. I call upon all of you to stop it. It's time to bridge the future and let the past be the bloody past. This world got a population of 8 billion people, approximately. Over 6 billion or 7 billion are suffering because of needs. China is free and is a superpower. Whether you call it communist, you call it Chinese, that's their business. Russia is the same. England, France, they have done the same. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow citizens of this world, it is not a time for we to point finger and bring back 700 years, 500 years, 200 years, 100 years, talk about today. In Africa, you cannot agree. War, Somalia, Ethiopia, and many other countries with big tanks and guns and bombs ready to kill one another. Do we blame the European for that? Blame the bloody politician. The tribal warfare people, blame them. In Guyana, we have a similar situation. When the blacks was ruling Guyana with the help of the American government, the CIA, because the Indian, the coolie man didn't need to change from communism, knowing that Fidel Castro was in Cuba with his communist doctrine, and Chile, just at our back door with Allende and Pinochet, was with the BS. What does Indian and blacks in Guyana know about communism, capitalism, socialism? You know about a thing called survivalism. How to live, how to take care of your family, until all this ism and gizm came into play. My friends, I want my cameraman to play the part of Colonel Gaddafi, and you should wish if Guyana could produce a leader like that. That was my vision and my wish many years ago. Now, please put on that.
It's exactly 6 years since Muammar Gaddafi was killed. Muammar Gaddafi's prophecies. I will not go into exile to any foreign country. I was born here in Libya, and I will die here. This country was a desert, and I turned it into a forest, where everything can grow. No one loves this land more than its citizens. If Europe and America tell you that they love you, be careful. They love the wealth of your land. The oil and not the people. They are helping you to fight against me, but it will be wiser for you to fight against them because they are fighting against your future and progress. My message to you, the people of Libya, is, they are helping you to kill me, but you will pay the price because you will suffer. And my message to you, America and Europe, is, you will kill me, but be ready to fight a never-ending terrorism. Before you realize your ignorance, terrorists will be hitting you at your doorstep. Gaddafi once told the Nigerian and British governments to divide Nigeria into two, so that the Hausa/Fulani, Muslims, Yoruba, Christians, and Biafran/Igbo, can live as neighboring countries. It's good we look at these 16 real reasons why Colonel Gaddafi was killed. 1. There is no electricity bill in Libya, electricity is free for all its citizens. 2. There is no interest on loans, banks in Libya are state-owned and loans given to all its citizens are at a 0% interest by law. 3. Home is considered a human right in Libya. Gaddafi vowed that his parents would not get a house until everyone in Libya had a home. 4. All newlyweds in Libya receive $60,000 dinars, $50,000 from the government to buy their first apartment. 5. Education and medical treatments are free in Libya. Before Gaddafi, only 25% of Libyans were literates. Today, the figure stands at 83%. 6. Libyans taking up farming as a career, they received farmland, a farming house, equipment, seeds and livestock to kick-start their farms, all for free. 7. If Libyans cannot find the education or medical facilities they needed in Libya, the government funded them to go abroad for it. 8. In Gaddafi's Libya, if a Libyan buys a car, the government subsidized 50% of the price. 9. The price of petrol in Libya is $0. 14 per liter. 10. Libya has no external debt and its reserves amount to $150 billion, now frozen globally. 11. If a Libyan is unable to get employment after graduation, the state would pay the average salary of the profession as if he or she is employed until employment is found. 12. A portion of Libyan oil sale is credited directly to the bank accounts of all Libyan citizens. 13. A mother who gave birth to a child under Gaddafi received US $5,000 as child benefit up front. 14. 40 loaves of bread in Libya costs 15 cents. 15. 25% of Libyans have a university degree. 16. Gaddafi carried out the world's largest irrigation project, known as the Great Man-Made River Project, to make water readily available throughout the desert country. If this is called dictatorship, I wonder what type of leadership Democrats have. Share this to remember Gaddafi. Shared by Zainab on SMA. Comment, I am turning it into a video clip, Anthony. Please share the video clip.
Yes, fellow Guyanese, I want you to listen to that concerning Colonel Gaddafi. He is no longer with us physically, but in memory and spirit, he is. I ask many questions. Why people with good intention that want to do good for humanity always meet hostile way of life from the corrupt individuals, corrupt politicians, negative people? Jesus went through it, Muhammad went through it, and many of the prophets. But we, today, modern generation, are doing the same thing as the primitive fools in the past. Colonel Gaddafi, when you go to Libya under his time of reign, as he was alive, there were many houses there that you go to work, you had a place to stay. Make your money, follow the law, go home to your country, build what you want and come back, work and go. No objection. That was the man. He turned a desert into a forest. He put one of the biggest irrigation with canals to keep water into that desert area and country. A man with inspiration and vision. Yes, he had a lot of enemies. He helped a lot of countries. I think he had even have a project in Guyana. And also a place in some part in Guyana might be still abandoned, or some corrupt Indian take it over. What I'm telling you all here to understand, no matter what you have, you all will have to die and leave it, man. Why y'all cannot do what is right for humanity? It is not about black man, coolie man, Chinese man, and white man. It is about human being. Today, also on Facebook, I saw on the highway that houses or places that they said the indigenous people, the Amerindian owned, was knocked down. Maybe they had no right to build it there. That country, Mr. Ali, is an Amerindian country. It is not Indian and African, Chinese and Portuguese. It's an Amerindian country. And also followed by the mixed race. Why the Portuguese and Chinese do not do this? You black people, when you get power, not all of you, the decent one, keep away. Same goes to the Indian, the decent one, keep away. And y'all want to go to heaven? If God take y'all in every zone, a matter of time, if I can, I going to throw you out. Are you going to take it away? You divide India because of religion. You drove the European out of Africa because he was white man, as you say. And you even chase he out of India, you call him Bakra. Today you are in Guyana. You are destroying the Amerindian community. An Amerindian have a right to put a blasted house any part of the country. I called upon you, Ali, look into it before it get out of hands. Everybody that you all hurt and kill and in prison wrongfully, present and past, you all going to answer. God don't sleep. It is very touching to see what you all are doing to the Amerindian community. Okay? How would you all like to know that neighboring country encourage them? And they join there, what would you all do? You cannot speak to save Guyana, because you could only fight for India and Africa if they need you. It's the people country. You come to Queens, you name a place Little Guyana. I wonder if you go to heaven, you might name the whole bloody place Guyana. You hypocrites. I call upon God to put a disease or something bad in Guyana and show y'all who are in control. Y'all are wicked. Come on, Ali, look into the matter. Okay? It's an Amerindian country. I call on the UN, America, and everybody to look into this matter. It's getting out of hand now, man. Kuli, you love to fight for land where don't belong to you. We got problem with Ali and Mohalal. But so help me God, the time is coming. We all will die. No man live forever. And our children will suffer because of the mistake you all are making. I know what the blacks do was wrong under Burnham, but not all the blacks. The decent ones stand up. And I know you Indian are presumptuous, revengeful, spiteful, very covetous and very vindictive and very ungrateful. But the good ones are different. Every race got good and bad. I call upon all of you to stand up now for a national front government. And whoever the police lock up and beat because of minister present today, they will answer. All right? You don't need to hear all these political parties dividing and doing this to people, man. What God you saw? Where's all the priests? Come together and protest for human rights violation against the indigenous people. What you're trying to create? When Burnham was in power, right? They didn't vote for y'all. Y'all going to take back the boat and engine. Now I hear the same thing was about to happen. Y'all knocking down the house where the people build it. That's the people country, Ali. If the land is for use for purposes of the interest of the nation, then build house for them. I call upon this God, what you waiting so long for? Give the people justice and wipe the nation off if you can't change. You all are wicked. And I call upon the U.S. government, stop playing politics and talk about humanity. Hugo Chavez do the same for Guyanese. Give them free land. Why we cannot do the same to our brothers and sisters from Ukraine to Haiti to the Caribbean to Africa? We are only here temporary. We want to go to Allah, Bhagwan, and God house. And we're doing this to our brothers and sisters? Hypocrites! You all have a good day and enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. All of you going in the graveyard with bones. May Allah, Bhagwan, and God be with all of you. Hypocrites. And every crime that you all have committed against innocent people, politician, preacher, businessman, magistrate, judge, police, shall return to you 100 to 1. Just time. Nothing lasts forever. May God be with all of you. And on behalf of everything else, I am your host, George Correa. Please subscribe to my channel. It's no time to play. We are running out of time. And may God be with all of you and wake up. The pandits, the imam, and the priest come together quick. Open up the border to the less fortunate around the world. I call upon you all as humanity. Open it. Come on, Ali. You generation arrive. You just had arrival day. Who give you all the rights to knock down the Amerindian houses? You knock down the black people house. You knock down some Indian house because you also born them do it in Blackbush Polder. What is this revenge about, man? Give everybody family, a man, a woman, and a child or more. Acre and a half land and 50,000 US to 75,000 since 1972. I've been shouting in the wilderness. Y'all like to see hungry people, poor people. Y'all like beggars. Come on, man. If you believe in Allah, God, or Bhagwan, then I urge you to follow the teaching of Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him, the teaching of Jesus as Isa and Musa and the rest of Prophet. If you believe in what you say and not pretending to go to church, singing every Sunday, going in the mandir and in the masjid. Come on. Stop being hypocrites, man. Come on, Ali. Nothing lasts forever. And give people justice. Please. This is not about leadership. Tears come to my eyes to see how y'all are treating the Amerindian. The PNC have done it. Now the PPP are doing it. One is emancipated but not going back. And the other one arrived. And you all got more power than the native. Oh God. I beg of you here today, don't take these hypocrites to him because you got problem. They're going to throw you and your angel out so quick. Once they're from Guyana, black and coolie, these corrupt you, these ignorant bastards them. Send them mad that they can't remember their name and let them play with their filth as an example to the human race. I call upon America, Canada, and England. And the world at large to stand up against Guyana for human rights violation. I congratulate the sister who called upon the World Bank not to finance the gas project at Wales, because too many things are happening. You mean to tell me you ministers in Parliament, man and woman, have no feelings? Come on, Gilter Sheriff. Come on, Mr. Ali. Come on, Barazak Diop. I'm calling in the wilderness. We are surrounded with country that wants 60%. And Brazil might come through. And Suriname and French Guyana are watching. They just had a problem in Dutch Guyana, Suriname, where the Amerindians are standing up for the rights. It's their country. But you Indian, you love to take away things that don't belong to you, but you want justice. Huh? We have two types of people in Guyana. One is just racial and ignorant, and the other one is corrupt and everything that go with it. But again, ladies and gentlemen, the decent one stand up. Mr. Ali, make your laws. Deal with those who are trafficking young women and put on execution chambers. Please, you have children. You have a son. You don't want him to fall in that category or the curse from you fall upon that kid. Please. As the Bible said, Jesus said it, the curse of the generation shall fall upon the seventh generation. I beg of you, come to yourself, call your cabinet together, and give the Amerindian the rights of their country. Please. It is not Africa and India. Guyana could be the stepping stone for Muhammad, Jesus, Moses, and all the prophets, and can be a place that God himself will want to come and relax if you walk as a human being. Why are we doing this to our fellow human beings, brothers and sisters? Why? It's time to stop the black man talk, the coolie man talk, and talk about humanity. And for you who marry in different race, my God be with you and show you the way. Because we are all God's children, created by him, not by ourselves. So for all of you, if I have offended you, I will apologize. But long live the name Hugo Chavez. Open Venezuela for poor people and give them land and give them light and water. Please. And Mr. Qaddafy, Colonel Qaddafy the late, was murdered in a gutter. But listen to that message that he released. 3 friends sent it to me. And one said to me, Karai, I remember you many, many years ago talking about everybody should have land, no squatters, no renters. And you Indian, you love money. You'll do anything for a money, for penny. You would sell your soul for the devil for $1. And a few of you blacks too. I beg of you to unite and come together. Quick. Time are coming. We are going against time. It is passing us by. But long live the United States policy to hold democracy and human rights, but do right. Mr. President Biden, it's better to have friends than have enemy. Send the military into Guyana and the police on Britain, and let's work together for humanity and bring all those poor people that you cannot find place from Texas to New York, from Florida to wherever that people got them, spreading them across the world, across America like they are football. Come on, Biden. Send in the military in Guyana and make your deal. For even those who call themselves president, I know they are only overseers. You are running things. And for Miss Lynch, you're doing a wonderful job in Guyana. Keep it up. And you, my black brothers, stop listening to political party and condemning other ambassadors of the world. All right? And stop threatening when y'all don't like what goes on because y'all illiterate. Wake up. If America was not in this world, many of we might have been slaves today. All right? This is the only country that's open to anybody, and Europe, not India. India don't even want the people from Pakistan and Bangladesh. And y'all are talking about day of arrival. Get the hell off of that. Those who arrive already dead. And we must remember it, but not to celebrate it. All right? And those who was emancipated already dead. We must remember it, not to celebrate it. Because if they was alive today, maybe they would have go to war with us for we are treating one another. I call upon you all. Stop it and unite, you Indian and black people. Why I always got to talk to the two of you? Why? I mean, the good ones are there. Stop telling me about APNU, PPPC, and talk about humanity. God is in control. Thank you all. And may y'all have a pleasant day. You may hate me. You may not like what I say. But I don't care because time is running out. My fellow brothers and sisters around the world are suffering because of greed. Open the door, Ali. Peace be unto all of you. I am your host, George Correa. Thank you.